Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gao Chenyu.
My name is Zhang Zheyan.
Did you know how to memorize vocabulary effectively? Today, we are going to share how to solve the problem of hard to remember vocabulary with our app. The reason why we choose this topic is because we found that we forget the meaning and spelling of 15 vocabulary words in 25. In the meantime, a book, The Strongest 7,000 Words Vocabulary, sales reached 1 million. It demonstrates that most of the students have similar problems. Therefore, we want to explore how to really learn vocabulary effectively.
We found that there are several platforms and methods that can help with learning English, such as Core English, Spread Repetition, Super Memory, and Culinary Education. Core English provides a free English learning education materials for students from elementary school to high school. However, it requires students to keep learning consistently and be self-disciplined. These tools help us understand how others solve this problem, so we can improve our current method more effectively. And next I want to talk about is less is more. This platform helps students learn vocabulary by words, rules, and word parts, instead of memorizing every word separately. Students learn the meanings of common rules, prefix, and suffix. By understanding these small parts, they can guess the meaning of many new words. For example, if a student knows that the prefix bio means life and the root logic means study, then they can easily understand that biology means the study of life. Because of this method, students do not only memorize words, but also understand the student structure of the language. Another advantage of this platform is that it provides students with a complete learning plan. It helps learners organize their study schedule and gradually build their vocabulary step by step. This kind of system can make vocabulary learning more structured and less confusing. However, this platform has some disadvantage. The main problem is that it requires payment. Some students not be willing or able to pay their service. Because of this, not every student can easily use this language tool. And next is called Super Memory Mode. This platform is based on a learning theory called spaced repetition, which has originally developed and widely used in Japan for language learning. Spaced repetition is based on the idea that people forget information over time. However, if we review the information at the right moment, we can remember it for such longer time. Instead of reviewing everything every day, this system calculates the best time for the next review. And super memory improves this by providing a more complete digital system. It gives students digital research and also includes a calendar that helps organize the review schedule. The system records the time when a student first learns a word and then automatically calculates when the student should review it again. For example, after a student learns a word for the first time, the system may ask them to review it one day. If they remember it successfully, the next review might be 3 days later, then 1 week later, and later even 1 month later. In this way, the problem follows the spacing effects and helps students more information from short-term memory to long-term memory. Another helpful feature is that the system can track learning progress. Previously learned words will appear again at fixed intervals, so students will not easily forget them. However, this system also has a limitation because the schedule lasts for a long period of time. Students must keep using it consistently. If they stop using it for several days or weeks, the learning plan may be disrupted. Therefore, this method requires strong self-discipline and long-term commitment from the learner.
The next point we want to make is the difference between the characteristics and strategies of students with strong English skills versus those with weaker skills. The key difference is not intelligence, but methods and mindset. So the first point is high achieving. High achieving students use effective strategies such as learning words, roots, and etymology instead of only rote memorization. They review regularly and reflect on their mistakes. They also believe they can improve, which strengthens their self-efficacy. The next point is they have a clear learning plan and strong sense of control. They set goals and take responsibility for their progress. Most importantly, they have instinctive motivation and genuine interest in learning. On the other hand, low-achieving students often lack effective methods and structured plans. Many rely only on memorization without understanding. They may also lack confidence and intrinsic motivation. To summarize, the difference lies in strategy, confidence, and motivation. With the right approach, every student can improve their vocabulary learning.
In order to better understand this issue, we need to understand the disadvantages of the current extinction method. Applying students invent and add use spacing effects. An example is that a user called Evelyn used this app to learn Spanish. Although he has stopped learning for 10 years, he still remembered 80%. The next method is colonel notes. A man called James takes his English note by writing out Chinese meaning on it. However, he found that he always forgets the Chinese meaning. It is because these ways explore how this vocabulary can be used in real life. Although memorizing many words at one time can help you deal with a task quickly, it cannot build a long-term memory. You should study a small number of words many times instead.
Now, we are going to share our software concept. First of all, we use a 00557-day review system. Students review their new words on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 9, day 15, and day 23. This design is based on the forgetting curve. Since memory fades quickly in the first few days, we arrange more frequent reviews at the beginning to help transfer information from short-term memory to long-term memory. Every 7 days, students also review all the words they learned in the past week. We introduce 25 words every 7 days, and each session includes 12, 8, and 5 words, so that learning feels easier over time. Different activities such as matching, multiple choice questions, and reading practice are used in each review. This repeated and varied practice help improve understanding, memory depth, and learning motivation.
About our testing control value, our vocabulary level are the same. All of the testers is high school students, and the testing period is 14 days, and the sample size is 12 people. This graph shows that our app can effectively improve everyone's English ability. And in this table, we can see that originally had weaker English improved the number of words they could remember after using our app. This shows that our app is effective. To summarize, by using the right method to learn English, instead of memorizing a large number of words in a short time, and by reviewing regularly, we can memorize vocabulary effectively within a limited time.
Thank you for your listening.